I think my YouTube stream's up now. Yeah, I think my YouTube's working now. Alright. If anyone's on the YouTube side, send a message. Let me know it's working. Also, last time I streamed, I looked through a little bit of the stream last time. I saw that, or in my opinion, I thought my music was way too loud. So if anyone wants to let me know something like that, then yeah. Hello Izuru. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna chill for a couple minutes, and then we'll work on some new objectives in the survival world here. If anyone has any questions, I'll open up the floor for you guys. I'll try to answer them. If not, after a couple minutes, then we'll get head into the stream. Sorry about that. Right, just muted my Discord. So last time my Discord was going through, kind of baiting some of you guys. I got that addressed as well. Hey Adar. Idar? Sorry, not sure how to say your name. Alright, if there are no questions, we'll just hop right into the server, into the world here. And today's goals, let me see what I've written down. We've got... So I want to head to some trial chambers. I want to maybe get Lieutenant Surge. I think everyone agreed. Yeah, everyone agreed from last stream that I was chill to just AFK for the okie dokies. So I think it took like around 8 Minecraft days for all these guys to spawn. So we're gonna have to deal with them later. I certainly don't have the resources to catch all of them right now. But yeah. They're just gonna be chilling up here. And since they're in the boat, they'll be fine. Alright, so one of the things that I do want to do there's some trial chambers in the area, I think. If we can find a cleft key, that would be good for our getting keys to unlock the vaults. And I think I also want to go to something like a ice spikes biome. Not sure I passed by one of those earlier. Here's some ice spikes. So we can make an ice spike platform. We'll need some wood to do that first. 100 blocks in the air and some slabs. I keep looking manually inside my chest instead of actually using this crafting terminal. Okay, we're gonna mine some wood. I'm just gonna use some birch. Right now my Pokemon are pretty under leveled for Lieutenant Surge. Our cap should be around 30, 40. It's 40. Let's see. And then let's get some birch wood. I think I remember the math from last time was like 42 logs to have enough for a platform. Yeah, so I'll just be mining birch because I don't really like using birch for normal building and stuff like that. Izuru, thank you for dropping all those those memberships. Appreciate it. If you got one and you're watching right now, make sure you thank Izuru, everyone. Those are memberships, right? On my stream UI, it says subscriptions. So I'm guessing those are just the Ploop memberships, right? How has everyone's week been? Be free to just let me know. Any questions are welcome. Doesn't have to be about the game. Hey, easier. Can I see you? Can you try doing the Ploop emotes? Does you have a subscription now? I have a keyboard called the Iris 75. Sorry, not the Iris, the JRIS 75. It's a custom keyboard. Hey. Nice. The whole Ploop roster. Trying to get it onto Twitch soon. I think I'm very close to getting emotes unlockable on Twitch, and I'll be pretty happy for that whenever we get to that. All right, I can teach you how to do it. We'll go back to our platform real quick. Just let me mine some last wood. Okay, we're looking for 4 stacks of slabs, which I have enough of. And then I have. Okay, so let's go to Okie dokie. So over here, we have our Okie dokie area. And you'll see that I have a bunch of them, so I've been targeting them specifically. Okie dokie have an EV yield of attack. They have attack EV yields. And we use that to make our snack. So I think I have a pot at home here. Where's my pot? Is it on the platform? Okay, nice. So we have a campfire pot here, and then you would use 3 party grains at the bottom, and then you'd use 3 moo milk at the top. 1 VV choke is for the middle, and then honey on the side. If you type in Poke Snack, you'll see it come up. So it'll be like that, just as I described. You put 3 seasoning cups here to augment the lures of this. And so if you wanted the optimal snack for Okie Dokies, then you would go Enchanted Golden Apple for the first slot. Then you go Kelpsy Berry for the second slot. And on the third slot, you do Poison or Fighting. Hey Harpow, no worries. Don't worry about being late. Just come in whenever you feel like it. Okie Dokies is probably one of the best pasture mons in the game. It has an insane drop pull, which, to be honest, I don't even know what the reasoning is for them to have all these. Rare Candy, Poison Gem, Nether Star, Ability Capsule, Ability Patch. Poison Gem is the worst roll out of all of these, but it's still pretty good because each Poison Gem you get is 25k worth from the department store. So overall, it's a pretty good drop. Pashermon. Yeah, so make sure whenever you put a snack down, you put in that southeast corner. Sorry, let me come back there. Put it in the southeast corner. You see on my map, I'm facing southeast. I put my I think I put the snack around here, and I just stand up top here. Sometimes when you spawn in mons, they'll aggro on you. Like, they'll just be really mad at you for some reason. So I like to put a little platform here if they're not a flyer, so I can just AFK here. One thing to note about mass spawning mons is that, for example, okay, I'm kind of blanking on the exact parameters, but let's just use our soul soil here. Whenever you have a mon, right, and this is why I don't recommend, this is part of the reason why I don't recommend putting too many poke snacks down at the same time, is that when you have a, like let's say I'm spawning Okie Dokie, right? I have an Okie Dokie snack over here, I'm standing up here, I'm AFKing, right? There's not too much of a point putting so many snacks down, because when this Okie Dokie is here, it will have a radius where Pokemon can't spawn around it. So it'll be like something like that, I think. I forgot the exact radius, but that's why you see me. I clumped all my Okie Dokies over to the corner here, so that my snack in the southeast corner can spawn stuff over here. And that's how every time I got an Okie Dokie, I just get in the boat of them, and I just drove him back over here. So, yeah. That is how I got all my Okie Dokies on one platform. Let me catch on the chat here while I was yapping. Yes, a Solgaleo does spawn naturally. Let's see. You see Solgaleo's here, right? Okie Dokie does have a higher chance. And on this platform, it's both Solgaleo and Okie Dokie. Okie Dokie's weight is a little bit higher. Yep, so it's 0.5 weight compared to 1 weight. And then that makes it so that 33% to 60% makes sense. When we add our poison or fighting berry, so that's going to be the Chople, or I haven't hunted a poison in a while. What is the poison berry? Am I looking at it? Okay, this one? Okay. Kebia? Yeah. So when you have the Kebia, then it'll increase that weight to 10. So it'd be 10 to 0.5. Or, alternatively, as you can see just now, Solgaleo is not here anymore. Solgaleo only spawns in the day. So if you wanted to use an apple instead for that third slot, then you can just hunt solely at night. You'll get more Okie Dokies, because Solgaleo is no longer a spawn up here. You can see that this platform also has the Sinachas and Poltergeists, but because these guys are not attack EVs, it will only be Okie Dokies. Let's see. Why so many Okie Dokies? So, Okie Dokies are, like I said earlier, are probably one of the best Pashermons in the game. You have rare candies, nether stars, ability capsules, ability patches. Poison gem is the worst roll, but it's worth 25k, so it's a bonus every time you get that. So yeah. Sableye and Thievul for emeralds is pretty good. I think that if you have a generation, like a way to generate emeralds, then it's probably not my preferred way of getting emeralds. Like here, I just have my string dupe generator, and then let's see. Yeah, no, so I'm just getting string by or emerald by trading string in. And that's 64 emeralds with one trade. This is my string generator. Activate it, it just makes a bunch of string for free. I have a video on that in my infinite money guide. So, yep, there's that. Let's see how many rare candies we got so far. Thank you for the support, everyone. Thank you, thank you. We got some two poison gems already. Good amount of relic coin stack, so I'm gonna sell that as well. Yeah, so let's make our emerald blocks. Put my leftovers here, and then we can head to the department store. Shift right click, boom boom, 75k for free. All right, so base launcher, I used a modern version of Cobbleverse. All right, let's see. How to get Megastone easy. Okay, so there's two parts about mega evolving Pokemon. So you have the Megastone here, which I don't know why. Oh wait, yeah. So you have your the raw Megastone here, okay, and you find that in Megaroids. I think I forgot the exact structure name, but they're just purple rocks. And there's one that's higher and there's one that's lower. The higher one, I believe, is not the raw Megastone, it's the Keystone. And I think if I could find, let me see if I can find one of my layers here. So one trick to find these structures is that you can use your map. I'm going to try to here's one. Okay, so it's gonna show up as a dark purple, okay? And when you mine to the center of it, you'll get either a Mega Keystone or a raw Megastone, okay? So we could work our way over there if we wanted to. Most of the time when I make platforms, there's like 15 possible Pokemon spawns. How do you get that down to 5? There's a couple of different ways you can do it. The main way, as you can see here, is I have a platform. 100 blocks up does help with the spawn rate, but it's probably not what you're asking. You're asking about how I like limit it down to so little on the Pokénav. It's because most Pokemon, so if I were to compare it to here, so let's just remember that there's 5 Pokemon on my Pokénav here, right? And when we go down, we're in the same chunk, okay? Then you can see a lot, right? And you're like, oh, how are there so many Pokemon? You know? And the reason for that is that, let's say, I think I've seen a Dillo before. Nope. Have I seen an Eevee? Yep. Oh. No conditions. Okay. But basically, an EV, for example, requires natural blocks, right? But the wood up there basically eliminates and filters out all natural block spawning Pokemon. And because Okie Dokie doesn't require natural blocks, then that allows us to solely focus on our Okie Dokies. Same thing with Solgaleo. You can use this exact platform in the savannah for Solgaleo as well. Okay. What happened after finishing the Kanto League? It will still be level cap and I have to catch new mons. Yep. You can go to Johto. The level cap does go back to 25. And you'll keep your Pokemon. They don't go away or anything. But if you have any previous mons from the previous region that you can use for that's under level 25, you can use them. Okay, Young, I will get back to you real quick. Scoot. Pokemon info for REI. It is a mod on both Modern and Cursed Forge. Okay. It should be just Cobbleverse info for REI, JEI, whatever, in your respective launcher. So just add it to the mod list. It's safe to add because it's a mod add-on for Cobbleverse developed by one of our helpers in the Discord server. So totally fine for you to add into your experience. Okay, so Young, we're going back to you. You have the problem where you're finding a lot of the raw ones. So that means the ones where you use into the Megastones here, right? So this is the raw one. You can use to make your Megastone of the specific Pokemon, and that's what you've been finding. So if I have interpreted that correctly, you are looking for a Megaroid, which is a it almost looks like the same thing as the raw Megastone roids, but they're a little bit deeper. They generate between -20 to -32, I believe, and you'll have to set this lower. So like, for example, when I'm at the one we saw earlier was somewhere around, yeah, it's basically, this is basically like an X-ray. Let me see. Actually, I was over here when I used it. So yeah, here you go. So over here, we can see that at like Y32, we already see traces of it. Oh, sorry, Oddrot. I think I've just been missing your messages. My fault. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so back to the mega explanation. You can see that when we're at cave mode 32, we already see this one. So I'm fairly certain that this is a raw Megastone, right? And if we were to go farther back to something lower, then I'm pretty sure at this Y level, if we see anything, that would be, so this one here would be a Keystone, right? It's much lower. It spawns much lower than the one up here. So I am going to use, let's see, just for the sake of explanation here, how about we just go to those? Let's go to these. So I'm gonna do a temporal waypoint up here, and then I'll do a waypoint. Where's the other one? That's an amethyst node. I remember it was like in this area. I think I lost it. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Fair says we're back on Twitch. Any YouTube chatters? Did I get any confirmation? Alright, thank you, Fair. Much appreciated. Now, let me troubleshoot why my Minecraft is not launching. At the very least, I can talk to you guys for a little bit. That happens. Maybe I should have waited for the Cobbleverse to launch before putting the stream back up again. If Cobbleverse is not coming up, I might have to restart my PC. I think Cobbleverse doesn't want me to find his mega stones, I can't lie. Usually the client comes up very fast. I'll give it a minute or two. If not, I'm just gonna need to restart the PC, I think. But I think the stream shouldn't end if I get everything set up fast enough. Okay, I'm gonna restart this the PC. I don't think the stream should end. Let's see. Hello, hello. Can people hear me and see my game this time? Ploop might be back. Ploop might be back. Alright guys, I need to, let me see, I want to hang out my okie dokies up here. I need to do something real quick. It's gonna be like 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna try to I'll make sure everything is set up correctly here too. I think Twitch is fine, but give me a couple minutes. I need to do something real quick. I gotta move my car. Alright. Everyone, I am back. Let's see. Anyone on the Twitch side? Let me see, I see all the YouTube chatters right now. Let me hop on my Twitch real quick. I think I see Twitch working just fine. Alright. Cool. Alright, everyone. Let us continue what we were doing earlier. We are trying to find the Mega Stones. We saw one around... Yeah, here. So here at Y18, you see one here. And there's one here as well. This is a closer one, so let's put a temporary waypoint there. And then we're gonna go a little bit lower. And you'll see that that one I put a waypoint on, it is not there anymore. So let's look for a Megaroid, and that's very close to us, right here. Alright, so we have two temporary waypoints. There's one over here, and one over there. There's also a trial chamber under us, which aligns with one of the goals I wanted to do today. So that's nice. Here's another. This should be a keystone here as well. Alright. So, maybe we can... Oh, this song is a little too chaotic for me. This one's good. Alright, yeah. Let's try to get our... Let's get the far one first. So I'll try to use my map here to figure out if there's any easy access point down there. Looks like I can use that cave system up there. Over here. I can use this cave system. Let's do that. Maybe it's not even a cave system? Let's see. Just trying to creative. Nice. Happy to hear that worked for you. Oops. Yes, so that mod is called Cobbleverse Info for RAIJEI, I think. Just type in Cobbleverse Info. I will actually, much easier if I link it for you, yeah? So, I will link you in the chat here. I'll put in both chats. So that should be the mod name. I think I'll post in both chats there. It's also on Cursed Forge, so you should have no problem finding it. We're going for that. Yeah, so it's gonna be over here. Let's drop down a little bit. Do I need redstone? I think I'm okay on redstone. I'm okay on gold. I have like a couple blocks here. Diamonds. I could use diamonds. We can get some Galar particle ore. I don't have any trash blocks here though. Let's see. Ploop, is there a cave height good for the Zygarde core ruins? That one is probably... That one's pretty tough. I don't have a Y level for you there. If I ever want to turn this, I can get that. I should actually put it on here. Like, maybe I can use this little trailing thing here. So, a little under us. Looks like there's like a little. Might be like a little cave under us. This is like a lush cave or something. Or maybe I might be too far. Might be too far deep. This is around Y3. Oh, I'm way too deep. If you use your mouse to see, like, you put it above the block, you can see what Y it is. You can cross-reference it to the Y that you're on, and that's how you can track some of these things. We're looking for Y-10 here. Yeah, it's up there. Okay. Might be easier to go up here and mine up to it. I am almost playing default Cobbleverse. I don't have anything that changes content. I just have some quality of life changes that I've been. That's kind of what I've been mentioning. Here and there. That's over there. So this is our Megoroid over here. I'm gonna mine to it. Yeah, ZAOC is pretty nice. Actually, I think like across all games, I enjoy the music a lot. See if I can tap into the caves over here. I'm looking at the correct Y. Some granite. I can't see your chat, Limbo. Let me see. I am trying to find Zygardes that are really rare. So, I guess my question to you would be: do you play in a single player or a multiplayer world? Yeah, I think Limbo's talking about the Zygarde cells and ores. Almost there to the Megoroid. This is not called the Megoroid. The Megoroid's the one with the keystone. This should be the one with the raw megastone. So we're gonna go to the center of it. So this is the mega site. Yeah. So okay, everyone, this is the mega site here. And you can see that the mega crystals here, you have to use a diamond pickaxe to mine it. There's also some Evo stones that we're gonna use fortune on, but break it. And here's our raw megastone. This is what everyone has probably finds more often. If you want the keystone, you'll have to go a little bit deeper, using the method I showed earlier in the stream. Let me get my megastones here, or my evolution spawn stones. Let's see. I want to put them in. Oh, they don't hear that? Hold on, let me turn off the music. You don't hear that? Alright, so you guys put the music back on once we find it. But you guys have the chance to find a... Yeah, there's that beaking noise. We're gonna track that down. The frequency and the intensity goes up higher as you get closer to it. Probably under the mega site. They've been changing it for the past couple patches, so I always get confused which one it is. But oh, here's Reggie Steele. So Reggie Steele is at Dripstone Caves. Reggie Rock is Badlands, and then Reggie Drago is Deep Dark. Actually, guys, there's a much easier way to do this. So this is steel ore, right? We're gonna type in ore here. Actually, let me mine this first so that it doesn't keep making noise. Yeah. Okay, so there's an easier way to do this. Hold on. You can just, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know, you can just go to the wiki and you can find all this information. I'm going to deduct where it is without looking it up. If I type in ore here, oh, never mind. I forgot the Lumimon items don't spawn or don't show up in JEI, but I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, Reggie Drago is Deep Dark. Reggie Alecki is the Desert. Badlands should be Reggie Rock. Dripstone Caves, Reggie Steel. I'm forgetting. Reggie Ice is in freezing biomes. I find it easiest at the ice spikes. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Okay. So here you can see ice spikes here. Reggie ore, or the rock ore, which is, it has like that Badlands texture, right? It looks like a terracotta. Steel ore. So this is Dripstone Cave spawns. You can see a sand texture for electron ore, so that's gonna be sand. So a desert. And then you see a skulk texture for dragon ore, so that's gonna be deep dark. Yeah. So nice chance find. I don't think I brought my warp stone with me, so I'm just gonna use my Kadabra. Alright, so that's that. So as I just demonstrated there, that was the higher ore, and we got a raw megastone, right? So let me organize my chest RQ. Not organize my chest. Let me organize my inventory here. Okay, I know I can just do this, but I hate it when, like, I just put a flint here, and then what I have designated as a Pokeball chest, it's flint. You know, I need to figure out a way to be able to sort this sophisticated storage. Okay, so Limbo. This thing here with the teleportation, it is not in base Cobbleverse. The way you have to have that is there's a mod called Cobbleverse Integrations. I think I should have a warp stone here. Yeah. So the typical way that you use waystones wirelessly is use a warp stone, and then you can do that, right? I have a mod called Cobbleverse Integrations, which I am happy to link in the chat. Brain's really loud. So this is Cobbleverse Integrations. Put in the chat there, and it allows some mods to be compatible with Cobbleverse. And Cobbleverse Integration lets waystones be used on Pokemon that learn Teleport. This would be like Gallade, Gardevoir, Gabra, Alexandrine, you know. But using this selection here is not in base Cobbleverse. I just don't like using the Warp Stone. So, yeah. This is not, guys, this is not base Cobbleverse. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's get our inventory sorted so we can get on to the next thing. Dapple. Where do I like putting my evolution items? Oh, here it is. Where am I gonna put this relic? Oh, okay. I might just. I hate the idea of just tossing stuff in there. Oh, great call. Music's back up. Music's back up. All right. I will put on hold my. I wanted to get an Archaludon. I'll put that on hold for now. I do still want to show off this keystone here. I need to get better chests too. Let's check out our farm. 10 rare candies, nice. So when we get more okie dokies, that rare candy count is just gonna keep going up and up and up. It's gonna be really nice. Okay, so there's that over there. What's the easiest way to get into there? I'm thinking that easiest way is to start over here. I'm just getting the Megastone. I'm just getting the Megastone stuff just because people are curious. I actually don't typically use Megastones in my playthroughs, to be honest. Oh, that could have been bad. What's pathing here? I'll dismount here. Okay, so we're gonna put the Y level back down to like negative something. Actually, we're pretty close. 80 blocks away. So that was good pathing there. So after we show some users how to get the mega items, then I will get back on track to the goals that we had set today. Let me catch up in chat here. The name of the mod that shows up with Jade is Cobbleverse Integrations. I linked it in the chat earlier. Legendary notifications is from a mod called Cobbleverse Spawn Alerts. But there's also Cobbleverse Spawn Notifications. You should just use which one looks better to you. Okay, now here should be our Roid here, our Mega Roid. And it will have the Keystone and not a raw Megastone. This one is different because it's not hollow inside. You actually have to dig all the way into the center of it. Okay. I may have done a miscalculation here. I'll have to set my level lower because I got another a raw mega. I thought this was gonna be a keystone, so that's a little oopsies on my part. Yeah. Let's turn to slower here. We're just gonna scan the area. Yeah, so these things spawn from -20 to -32, which I guess I'm higher than that, so that makes sense. I don't think I see a keystone in the area, so that's alright. I'm going to... Do I have a waste on me? No. Can I make a waste on? Let's see. I don't have my amethyst on me, but I think I can find amethyst. That's okay. I will do it later. I will now... I want to get some iron production going. Thanks for the membership fare. It's okay. No one is pressured to contribute to the channel if they do not want to. But if you'd like to, then I am certainly not complaining. Just make sure you take care of yourself first. So we're going to now... I need to get some dirt. That's what I need to do. I don't have a shovel. I'm gonna get like 100 blocks of dirt, and then I want to do the next, get the next Pokemon. The next one we're gonna go for is Archaludon. And oh, he's level 70 to 80. That's gonna be pretty rough. I don't think this is something I can go for right now. Yeah, I mean, Duraludon is much easier to access, but I don't have End available, so I don't know where that is right now. But I could find if I wanted to. Certainly not a problem. But I don't want to spawn the Mega Rayquaza before I'm ready, right? So hey, Mazikeen, I got a structure video for all the Sinnoh things. It's like a Sinnoh structure guide on my channel, or it might have something like 1.7.30. Alright, so we need to start crafting a team to take on Lieutenant Surge. Let's do our daily incomes. I do plan to make a Johto guide soon. Thank you, Fair. Thanks for hopping by. Much appreciated. You either have to unlock Sinnoh or you have to manually enable it. Oh, I forgot to add in my Cobble dollars. Okay, let's see. So Lieutenant Search is around here. There you go. So let's put a waypoint mark there. Search. We need to get to our Pokemon up to like level 40, I think. Yeah. I feel like Wagsire could kind of just one-shot all of them. The only thing he is a little bit slow. Yeah, so function, for those who are asking how to enable a region, is function setup, and then the region, you can see it all complete Hoenn, Johto, Sinnoh. I would recommend do it in order. If you want to do Sinnoh, do Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh first. I think overall it doesn't really matter if you do out of order, but always safest to do it in order. Yeah. When you defeat the champion for the first time, your server will activate this function that you see in my chat, and it'll set up the next world or the next region, which will enable the generation of structures and legendaries tied to structures, like so gyms, legendary towers or whatever, for the next region in newly loaded chunks. So old chunks with the old regions, they will never spawn your new regions, even if you enable it. If you have to do it without cheats, then you have to defeat the champion of the previous region. Oh, there's an Eevee? Oh, wow. Okay. Rip. Oh. I have an Eevee already. I don't need another Eevee. Yeah, Kanto's the original pack. You can't play Cobbleverse without Kanto, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I'm gonna go around. Maybe I'll go to the department store and level, maybe. Let's see. Goes level 30. Actually, let me boat this guy real quick. Let me get my XP shares on. I hope I have them. Here you go. Hello doesn't need it. Actually, I'll get it. Eevee can keep that. Light. Yeah, that's good. Yay, nice keystone. Aiden, you do have to restart the world. After you beat the champion for the first time, it should run the function by itself. If it doesn't, so okay, the way you figure that out, like how do I know that the region is set up without finding a structure, right? So right now my world's in Kanto, or actually no, I activate all the regions at once, I forgot. But normally for you, you'd be like, oh, I want to find, like, I type in gym, I want to find like the Brock gym, or I want to find a Mystic gym, right? We have these recipes for these items here, and these are tied to the region. right? So when I minimize this, and if I was playing it in order, so like first Kanto, then Johto, then Hoenn, then Sinnoh, I can't go over to the Sinnoh section and look at the recipe, right? So if you are one of the people who are playing the regions one by one, then this method here, just type in gym, and it's separated by the 4 regions that are present in the game. If you can't see the recipe for that region, so this is for Rourke or Gym 1 of Sinnoh. If you can't see this recipe, you don't have Sinnoh enabled, right? This is Roxanne, right? Rock Gym of Hoenn, and I can see that recipe. I have the region enabled. No, same thing with I'm blanking on Valeria's English name. Faulkner, maybe. Flying type gym leader, right? In Johto, then yeah. So I can see all those recipes. I'm good. Yeah, it won't let you make it would not let you make recipes for regions that you do not have enabled. Where's that Larvitar? Ah, there it is. Shall we go catch a Larvitar? It depends on your preference. I'm never gonna tell anyone that one is strictly better than the other. But I will say that if you value things being closer, you activate all the chunks at once. Because what ends up happening is that when you do it one by one, like how the game has it set up by default, then it'll make it so that, you know, as we know, new structures can't generate and chunks will be reloaded. So when you only enable Kanto, then all the thousands of blocks you explore are only beat Kanto. Then you beat the champion, and then you'll have Johto unlocked, but then Johto has to be outside of that 1,000 blocks you already explored. And then this just gets exponentially, or not exponentially, but it just gets larger and larger and farther away the more that you or your server has explored. And this problem is exemplified if you play with multiple people, right? You can't tell people to explore less, you know, or I mean you could, but it's just not as fun, right? So let's see. I actually don't think I have anyone who doesn't like outright kill this guy. Oh, I could use Peck here. Nice, no crit. He woke up, unfortunate. He's green, so let's give him a green ball. This guy's mad at me. Oh, never mind. I thought he was mad at me. Go back to our Breloom here. Spore for the times 2.5 chance here. Boom. Nice. Larvitar's a good pickup. Maybe we could spec into a Larvitar for this gym here. Okay. Man, I realize I play so slow when I'm reading chat and playing at the same time. Let us... Yeah, I need to get levels for Lieutenant Surge. I might Since they're just here, I might go. I have dawn stones already. Let's see. I do. I don't need that. Oh, I wonder if I might have a waystone I could use at Missy's gym. Yeah, let's take this. The Okie Dokies. Okie Dokie Nation. Was there a Dreepy? Dreepy, the Dreepy line's pretty good. We're gonna go over to Lieutenant Surge right now. I'm putting down a waystone. Actually, I wonder if that village is nearby. Oh, is that the department store? Oh. I might have trolled. Drakloak. Am I dumb? Oh, here it is. Level 50 Drakloak. Can't catch you though. What Pokemon are you trying to unfuse? Most for what I remember, I don't think there's a single fusion that's undoable. Aqua Tail over water gun for sure. Quagsire indeed. Hello, Quagsire. Do you buy vitamins for EV training? Do I? I don't typically do, to be honest. So like protein, right? Oh, you could. Hold on. You can buy them over here, right? I guess if you have a lot of money, yeah, you can just buy these 10k per pop. I like making them. Yeah, I usually use like something like this recipe or something. Oh wait, not this one. Attack. I like using where is it? Shake. Yeah, I like using EV shakes or proteins. Yeah, I mean, they're all good. Yeah, you can buy vitamins here. Just fine. Okay, let's see if I can take on... I don't have a physical ground type move. Maybe I can buy one over here. Maybe there's bulldoze in there. Yeah, there's bulldoze. The Quagsire can learn bulldoze for sure. He can't learn drill run. I think Quagsire is more attack based. Yep. So let's buy a bulldoze here. He should be able to learn bulldoze, right? Let's see. Let's make sure. Quagsire, bang, moves. Yeah, bulldoze there. Cool. Wonder if there's some ice beams in here. Give that to my Piplup. Mock Prank Spore. Growth is fine. Kilowattrel. I don't know if you have a good flying move in here, do you? Air Slash. Alright, I might have trolled. Maybe Kilowattrel just naturally learns Air Slash. Oh, you know. Cool. That's you. Air Slash is a dual wing beat since Kilowattrel's special attack here. And I think we're good to take on Lieutenant Surge. Let's go do that. Trying to do a shiny run. Okay, let us get our battle items out again. Rocky helmet for our Quagsire. I don't think I'm gonna be fielding Piplup, which is why I didn't level it. Thank you, Apel. Oh yeah, in case everyone just didn't know from last stream or haven't watched my my video on the Canto structures, there's a button down here. You can press it, and it opens up this block for some hidden items. Pretty cool. Box copper bulb. All right, let's take on our mans over here. Yeah, let me see if I can switch to a battle theme. Okay, sure. We'll take this one. Yeah, that's definitely a way, Mazikeen. Psyshock. We can take a little bit of that. Lower its speed down too. But it's still gonna be faster. That's how fast Raichu is. I think that he goes for a heal here, maybe? So I might yawn. Oh, he went for another attack. Unlucky. That was unlucky. Psyshock. Special defense. Went for the heal. Now he's asleep. Go back into Quagsire. I think I misplayed this fight. Go Bulldoze again. Unlucky one turn sleep. Man. Ah, I misplayed this. I thought he was gonna go for a heal. Okay. He's very fast. Get some sleep in here. I'm gonna try to go for a greedy two attack, two growths here. It's okay if I take damage because I'm hoping to one-shot with Mach Punch. Oh, I won't kill. Not gonna kill. Oh, I forgot about stack too. Okay. We're not gonna win this. We're not gonna win this. I don't have enough like Pokemon. I thought I could just play against them with Breloom and Quagsire. I kind of fumbled the Quagsire play. Let him take too much damage. Alright, I'll show you guys a trick then. Hello, Bokioki. How you doing? So you can forfeit here. And, you know, it's okay to lose. And when you try to fight them, they'll be on a cooldown, right? So, let's heal. You can just kill him. And he'll come back. And he'll forget that you even bowed him. So, now we're gonna Quagsire again. Boom. So, I can just Bulldoze twice here. Nice crit. Magazine definitely has a air balloon or levitate. I forgot. Gyro ball into me is funny. Hello, Dilly. I'm doing good. What about you? Right now we're doing Lieutenant Surge. Just a little chill call one. Cobbleverse. Oh, he switched to Voltund. Very interesting. Oh, it's because he wanted to get the yawn off? I see. Is he gonna use Gyro Ball again? Maybe, okay, he's gonna Gyro Ball. And then I'll yawn, and maybe he switches to another Pokemon again. Yep, there you go. Nice little manip there. Yeah, I could have just been Surge on the first try, but I misplayed earlier. Sturdy, he's gonna heal. Oh, he has no more heals. Cool. So that's Lieutenant Surge soloed by a Quagsire. So, pretty cool. I don't think I have my badge case on me. There you go. That's the third badge. Thunder. I don't think I use that on anyone. Another Eevee. If I wanted it. There are several reasons why a Poke Snack might not work. You might not have the right seasonings. You might not be putting it in the southeast corner. If you're using a platform, at least, you might not be putting it in the southeast corner. Seasons are pretty important. Amount of Pokemon around. There's a lot of factors that goes into it. You just gotta give it the greatest conditions. So, our next objective is to go to an Erica gym. King Quagsire, I guess. There. Okay. Let's see if my trades are up. They are. Let's get trading. And they might restock later in the day. Keep our finger on that. And then, there's our first Nether Star. Let's go. Don't make a new chest for this. I don't have any wood in here. It's all in me. Some wood in here. Hi Kirito, how you doing? Level cap is now 45. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to. We're chilling. I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do right now. We could go mining for some more netherite. Oh, I forgot to put it on myself. I might go mining for more netherite, just cause it would be nice to have more okie dokies. So maybe if you weren't here for the last stream where I did the netherite, finding more netherite, then you could watch a little bit here. Let's do. I put it next to here, right? Yeah. Where did I go from mining netherite? And I'm not trying to die again. I can see the remnants of my my explosions over there. Please do not fall in lava again. What? You think I would fall in lava? There's a shiny Cubone over here. Those collapse? Damn. Okay, let me try to fly to this guy here. that shiny? No, that guy's not shiny. Hold on. Where's the shiny one? Be super careful. There's a lot of lava down there. This is around me. It could be under. It could. Oh, it's up there. I see it. Shiny Keybone. Drive Safari. I do have a Safari Ball. Oh, 21. You would match a Safari Ball, bro. Just saying. Thank you. What do you do when your entire PC gets wiped? So, in your worlds folder, there's a section of files where you can... there's a section of files where you can... what's it called? That you can access, and it has all the players' Pokemon data in there. I guess I'll look through the directory myself. So I'm going to head to your server folder or your world folder. It should be in saves if you're in single player. Inside that world folder, there is a section called player data. Nope, not player data. Pokemon, and in there is all the folders, whether it's PC or in your individual party. And there might be a folder called like that old. You just take out the old part. If you want more specific help, you could probably ask in the Cobbleverse server. Just press this button here. Just send them a screenshot of what you're dealing with, and they can help you out too. Hey, Spark Spirit. Nothing much. We found 2 Megastone ores. We beat Lieutenant Surge. I'm gonna mine for some more netherite right now, I think. So we're just gonna be chilling. So for maps, you would go instead. It should be inside like your maps is stored on your own client. So this is not a server file thing. You would go to your Minecraft folder. I think it's a folder that's just called 0, and it should have like a mini map and a world map. And whenever you go into one of those folders, it'll have like designations based on what worlds or what servers you've been in, and that's how you would try to find out if what data you may have lost or something. That's probably what I would recommend to look into. We're on Y14. There's no lava in sight for a little bit if we were to go up. So let's do that. So we're looking for enough ancient debris to make our master ball. You can craft master balls in this game by putting 2 shulker shells, a nether star, and 2 netherite ingots. You can find shulker shells inside department stores for 30k each at the mob drop villager. And another star is sold inside department stores for 50k each. Pretty expensive if you don't have any generation method for money. Yeah, we'll get netherite. We'll get netherite eventually. That's just the first explosion. I think you can definitely argue that Okie Dokie is OP early. I think that's definitely a fair point. However, I think for my stream, I don't really mind too much just because it helps with the grind. I don't want people to just watch me grind the entire time. So I'm not too particularly opposed to it in this instance, but I could see a reasoning of, you know, maybe something that should be nerfed. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Master Balls for Okie Dokie. I think also I want to get another Pokemon that's gonna be too high level for me at the moment, and a Master Ball would be really nice for that as well. Keep doing that. Oh, lots of Blackstone. Gonna get less coverage. I was also thinking though, well, something that could be fun is that if people wanted to watch me play something else while I'm waiting for a Poke Snack, I think that would be pretty cool too. Like I had someone the other day recommend me playing Poke Rogue while waiting for a snack, and since that game is like a single player, you can pause anytime. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. How do you feel about X-raying for debris? Honestly, I don't really care. If you're playing it really matters if you're playing in a server or by yourself. If you're playing by yourself, I don't care. You just have fun how you want to have fun. You know, it's your own world. I'm not gonna police you how to have fun. You know, I won't do it because, you know, I value the process. But I think it's a different story if, you know, you're playing on a server and there's other people who, you know, obviously would want these items. If you agree with them that it's chill, then it's chill. You know, it's just really dependent on whoever is the participant of your experience. If it's just yourself, ask yourself, do I care about X-raying for debris? You know, I'm not gonna hamper on anyone's fun. If you want to spawn in Rayquaza so you can use him at level 1, hey bro, that's your game. I'm not gonna judge you. There's no competition. You know, it's just, we're just all chilling, playing Pokemon in Minecraft. You know, actually, sometimes I find that, let me go back to that ancient debris spot. I find that sometimes there's ancient debris in like corners. They're like right next to each other, but not adjacent. So let me test that theory here. Nope, don't see anything. Going any further this way would run me into a lava pool, which I don't want to deal with. Awesome. One source. I don't think I saw ancient debris behind this lava. Does anyone know if Ultra Legendaries are shiny huntable? I'm trying to go for shiny Latias, but I wonder if we need to keep being seen for more spawn eyes and see craftable. Cobbleverse. Does Steven? I never tried beating Steven more than once. Does he drop it multiple times like that? Oh look, I'll check. I'll check for you. Oh yeah, he does drop it. He does drop it more than once, yeah. Yeah, I just checked the files. He does drop. He is a farmable method for Latios Latias. Kyogre's up there for being pretty huntable as well. Well, I guess if you need to spawn the item in, then it's not necessarily huntable, right? I think that's what they're trying to ask. Alright, let's go a different direction. Yeah, actually, I think the next Master Ball I'm going to use is not even going to be for Okie Dokie. I want to hunt for another Pokemon. I think one thing that would be really nice to do next for this world is getting our source of iron. So I'm gonna work on that. Because iron, it gives us access to increasing our inventories, like the chests and stuff like that. Lots of process like blocks use iron as well. Crafting recipes. Oh, okay, nice. Oh my god, I was paying attention. Oh, how long is it gonna go for? Okay, we can start there. Boom, boom, boom. Our visit, I think. See if there's any ancient debris down there before I leave. Two, three. Nothing that I can see here. Two, three. Yeah, the fire noise is super annoying. I'm sorry. Three, boom. Wait, is that three? That was three. Am I gonna get caught by every single explosion? Thank God. Don't see any ancient debris yet. You guys ever look at your tunnels for netherite and just like maybe you put on like an x-ray or something and just see how close you miss them? I love, or like not love, but that's something that my friends and I do at the end of a server. We're just like, oh, wonder how close we were to some of our netherite encounters. I was pretty lucky last stream, so I think this is just a balancing act, you know. Want to go this direction? For fun. I don't know. Yeah. You can X-ray if you want. There's no problem with that if you're playing by yourself. One out of 8. But I mean, on the offhand though, it's a great time to ask questions if you have any. I'll try my best to answer while I'm doing my own thing here. Usually my Cobbleverse runs, I like get enchanted so late. I was just thinking how fortune and efficiency would be really nice right now. Oh yeah, the treasure ruins. The treasure ruins were huntable with Pokesnacks before, and then they added the stake system, and yeah. Thank you, Matos. I think I've been seeing your comments. Thanks for the support, man. I might just explore the nether as well if I get a little bit bored of this. Some of the nether structures just have like straight up nether scrap or ingots. Yeah, in Cobbleverse I wouldn't recommend using TNT or beds. You should use sleeping bags because they only take 3 wool. So don't even need a source of wood for that. That's pretty good. I think if I go here, this is straight through. No lava. Actually, maybe I shouldn't go next to another chunk. But I didn't find any nether in there, so I think it's okay. Blood. Okay, I know a lot of people have been asking me for Bloodloon Ursaluna. It's high key, probably one of the worst Pokesnacks that I looked into. It is not moon dependent, but even with my best methods, I think I can only get it to a 5% chance to spawn per snack. It's terrible. For wool, I think wool, if you're talking about Pokemon pastures, I think wool is blacklisted on the pastures, so it won't actually drop wool. I think you can shear Wooloo. That's one avenue. And they should behave like sheep, where they eat grass to regrow. I believe that's their behavior. I mean, okay, wool is not a concern if you just use a string generator. You can just craft your wool. Oh, I found one. Ancient debris. Yeah, use a string farm. Use a string farm. Or like a string generator. I have one on my base, which I could show you after I finish this line here. Hoping for more than one debris. I wish the brush system was a little bit better, but most of the brushings, you consume like basically an entire, or like you use half a brush for one item. It's pretty terrible for the most part. I don't know if that's the case for Altaria. But there's another one. Okay. Maybe our luck is turning up. Well, let's not speak too soon, yeah. Diamond pick's gonna go out soon. Got 31, so like 40 some blocks left. Okay. Oh, nice vein of 2 there. Let's do this to clear the blocks around it. Oh, 3. Nice. Nice. That instantly jumps up to 6 out of 8. Fire and lava transparent. Kind of dangerous though. I don't know. I'll consider it. Both YT and Twitch. So the only way that I know you can do this is, or that's kind of like if you look at the stream overlay itself, it has both the Twitch and YouTube icons next to it. But if you're talking about like in your browser, then I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if there's a way for you to do that. Alright, let's see. You got a 2x2 chunk platform, 100 blocks up, 3 blocks high with dark oak slab ceiling. What is your snack, master? Yeah, so the typical method for getting caps is the Sinnoh League. You can also try fishing for it, but the fish chances are pretty terrible. Come on, we're looking for... Yeah. We're looking for 2 more ancient debris. 2 more ancient debris. Let's go. Yep, only 1 bottle cap. That's true. Damn, I keep getting tagged by the fire. There's like 2 Nachos, 1 Hondu. No. Okay. Your percentages are low because you are using 2 enchanted golden apples. The Blood Moon Ursaluna. Ursaluna. Blood Moon Ursaluna is a common spawn. Okay. Oh no, sorry. It's a rare. So it's a rare, right? And we want to do it at night, so you probably got that, okay? But your ultra rare chances or your rare chances are not that boosted, like when you use 2 egg apples. You should only use 1. I always will. Most of the time, I'll always fight back against people using more than 1 egg apple. Yes, that is true, but you have to. Okay, so. Let's say you get your rare spawn, okay? Okay, let's say I'm trying to get someone inside the uncommon bucket, okay? Or okay, I'm gonna restart. Let's pretend that this is our rare bucket spawn that I'm trying to get through, right? And plus 20 may give you the highest chance of landing into this bucket, but then you also have to boost its chances inside the bucket. Because right now, your Blood Moon Ursaluna only has a chance of 0.05. Okay? So, you need to increase that weight chance. You need to add, instead of an egg apple, another egg apple, you need to add like a shuka berry. Right? For the ground boost. Because the boost of the seasonings, or like the type seasonings, are inside of the bucket. Okay? And that's how I get my chances to 5%. If you're just doing if you're just worrying about the bucket and not actually addressing the low weight chance of 0.05, then it's gonna be actually atrocious for you to hunt that mon. Yes, I agree with that one. That's the one that I use, and it gets me around 5% per bite. It's also much cheaper doing it this way. When making the snacks, and this is not something that I've really talked about too much, partially because, you know, if everyone knew, then I guess there's like less videos for me to make, I suppose. But as I get closer to like getting all the legendaries, mythicals, it's something I'm more willing to talk about. But you have to address both the internal weight inside the bucket and the chance of landing inside that bucket, right? So your plus 10 for egg apple is good enough where you can, you know, it's sufficient. But if you put so much weight into landing inside the bucket, then you actually you basically have to go through 2 checks, right? Which is like, am I gonna get through the bucket first? Right, that's the first thing, which is why egg apple is always there for rare spawns. Then you have to actually land the Pokemon, which is what the seasoning is for. That's what the Eevee berry is for. You know, if you got your Eevee berry and your type berry, but then you didn't worry about the bucket, then it doesn't even matter, right? but vice versa. If you get your bucket good, but then the Pokemon itself is not high inside the bucket, then it's gonna be all for moot anyways, right? This area is terrible. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm not mining here. Holy. I didn't realize it was so weak in here. Oh, terrible. I didn't realize this was so resistant to explosions. But maybe it's kind of obvious. I'm really surprised if I find an ancient debris like this. It's kind of more controlled though. Low key. It's just a little bit less explosion. You know, it's kind of clean. I give it to it. There's one. Okay, I'm 7 out of 8 now. Oh, that's not just one. Holy moly. This feels like a bad idea, huh? Oh, I'm getting pushed around. Alright, cool. Alright. What's the best way to restrict the spawn pool? Should I go by type? Alright, Harpo, have fun with your sesh. Should I go by type? I'm looking for Okie Dokie right now. Oh, that was close. I will show you how I do Okie Dokie, okay? I literally have an Okie Dokie platform. And you want to ask how I got all these Okie Dokies? Well, I should make a video on this soon. Since Okie Dokie is such a goated spawn, right? But, for your snack, you want to do E-Gapple, or you can do regular Gapple, right? Then, a vanilla apple, and a attack Kelsey berry. Let's go make our Master Ball. I need more quartz. I do not need more quartz. All right, I wonder if Ava's still here. Ava, let me know if you're still here. I want to show you my string setup. Let's do our next round of string here. I need to have that going for a while. It depends on the berry you use here. Like I just said, I kind of hate people using 2 eek apples and they don't know why they're doing it. Like going for a little bit. We're gonna go to the department store. Let's oh, actually, yeah, department store. We can make our emerald blocks. $20 emerald blocks and 5 gimme sacks. 97k. We're gonna head over to our mob drops here. We already have the nether star from our Okie Dokie farm, so we just need to buy 2 shulker shells. And soon our netherite scrap shall be done. It is done. Keep in here. Okay, let's make our ingots, which is 4 gold and 4 netherite. Bang bang. 2 of those plus 2 of that, and another star in the middle. That's our master ball. Alright, so I could use this master ball for another Okie Dokie, and that would certainly get us more rare candies. That would definitely make the playthrough easier. However, I think I'm going to head to let's go to wait. On our Okie Dokie platform, can I take my cooking pot back? There it is. Cool. And I have a campfire in here. Yep. Are you keeping these chunks with your farms force looted? I have not set that up yet. I don't play this server, or I don't play this world off stream, so I don't. Yeah. So like, for example, all this stuff here, it's only working while I'm here. I should get it force loaded soon, which I could probably do this stream, but it's not done yet. Otherwise, I'd actually be like pretty rich. Yeah, I want to get to an ice spikes biome. Should be over there, wouldn't it? Let's see. Flannery's near it? Yeah. Okay, so I am going to. I need another wasteland. Oh, I have it in there. Okay. So Flannery is the point of contact over there. So that's close. So I have 4 stacks of slabs. And now I want to get 100 dirt. So we go back to Ice Village closer? No, it's not. Okay. Let's go to Flannery. If you have time, I think making a Gimme Ghoul Godango farm generate even more mice is really coincidence. Yeah, I have some Gimme Ghouls in there already. Alright, I made a whole video on how to make money in this game. I'm pretty set in terms of knowing what I want to do for money. I use a force load command. Interesting. Yeah, I'll look into that. Also, I would like that shiny marrow. Where was that? Oh, nice little highlighter green. Oh, I got a nice green ball for the green mon. Yeah. Oh, it'd be cool if you can get on this raft with the Pokemon here. Alright, so we're gonna go above the Ice Spikes biome here. Let's find a nice chunk, and maybe we'll find a Reggie Ice Relic. Maybe right in the middle here is good. Oh wait, actually, I want to get some dirt real quick. I need 100 dirt. I try to match my Pokeballs to the Pokemon if I can. Like, you know, when it's just like easily accessible. Yeah, so we're getting 100 dirt. We're gonna build up to the sky, and I will be hunting for a particular Pokemon after I set it up. I can try to show you guys my Bloodborne Ursaluna setup in a different world if you... Maybe after I get this platform done. I think I'll do... right here. Ultra Eevee. There we go, right here. You got it, hi there. So the reason why we are going all the way up here is so that we can isolate ourselves from the ground spawns, and that makes it so that our Pokesnacks work a little bit faster. As you're building up here in the Ice Spikes, this place is gonna double up. If I do want to catch Kyurem, which is one of the higher tier legendaries in my head in terms of like me liking it, then we can use this area for that as well. But yeah, now we're gonna start making a platform. It's gonna be consisting of wood here, And once I get the the borders going, then I'll be able to go much faster. And since it's a 16 by 16 area, that means 4 stacks of blocks should do it. For this particular mon that I'm catching, they do not want natural blocks, so I am using wood slabs instead. Slabs are nice because it cuts down on the amount of logs I actually want to mine. Yeah, the train should be fine. Actually, I could like unironically be hunting for a Kirim right now just because it's snowing. Now we can go a little bit faster. So the Pokinav, how the Pokinav works is that if you have encountered its spawns before, then it'll tell you. So right now I haven't, with my Pokinav, I have not encountered a Holt, these T guys, right? So it will tell me, but in those conditions, it'll tell you if it's natural or unnatural. Yeah, if I wanted to go Kirim, then I do replace it with dirt. The way I'm doing this right now is because Archaludon doesn't require natural blocks. I will just hunt for Archaludon first, and if I ever want to repurpose this into a Kirim platform, then I just put the dirt blocks on top. And now we'll see that, oh, here's one more block. We'll see now that I press right click, only these Pokemon can spawn. Now, Archaludon is a defense oriented Pokemon, and the Poltergeist here and Sinistea, they are special attacks. So when I make a Pokesnack that only does defense berries, then I will only get Archaludon. So we are going to be progressing towards that. I think after I make my snack, I will briefly hop out of this world to show some people my Blood Moon Ursaluna setup and what I've been labbing with. But it's not something, I'm not too sure if it's something I can make a video on, or maybe I'll show my results, but it's not that spectacular. It's definitely nothing I could say like guaranteeing of, because it's just so hard to do. So let's get our campfire. I'm gonna put this into this corner here, and we can use our let's see if we have more ingredients back at home. So let's do Archa. Actually, I'll do it over here too. Okay. There's my Hardy Grains. One VV Choke. I should be planting stuff for that soon. I don't have enough Moo Milk. Okay. Let's start off. Do I have a defense berry? I think I... Aban. Special defense, fighting, undo. Grappa berries there. Wallet, there's our defense. Kelp seed for attack. Fondue for special attack. Tomato for speed. Yeah. So let's get a defense berry there. I also want a regular apple. Let's see if it's in here. So we're gonna need to make a regular apple. Or like, if I want to be a bum, I could just go to the department store, I think, and buy it. Yeah, I can just buy it for 200. Okay, there's our apple. Oh, a ditto. It's level 8 too. Let's do that. Let's get that real quick. A little detour. So I needed to evolve, or I can't lead with Breloom because if it turns to a grass type, then I can't use Spore on it, of course. Oh, moon milk. That's what we needed. I always get so sidetracked by whenever I see chests. Okay. Where's that ditto? Over here. Smeargle too. Level 1 Smeargle, interesting. Alright. Let us I'll lead with let's have a little bit less annoying moves. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna leave it at Eevee, and the reason we're doing that is so that when it transforms, it will transform into a normal type instead of a grass type. If I let it Breloom and he got transformed off somehow, then that would be pretty bad for catching. Master Ball Dill is crazy, by the way. I don't think I have anything that doesn't one-shot it. Okay, we'll just go like this for now, I suppose. Oh, I don't have great Pokeballs on me for this catch. Do you know what we'll do? If you got a Mon that you don't think you can catch at the moment, we're just gonna put in the boat and I leave. Oh, just rebattled me. It's mad at me. So let's run again. I'll be back for that. Let's get some better Pokeballs for that. There's Pokeball chest. We could try a Quick Ball for sure. Worth licking some Dream Balls. Yeah, I could. I forgot if it was the basic tier or not. Yeah, I don't have a smithing. Oh, I can make this. Yeah. We're gonna get into TM creation. I just haven't gone out of my way to make the smithing temple yet. Oh, let me fix my inventory here. 2 honey. 3 choke. Moon milk. Bang, 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 bang. That's our Pokesnack ingredients. I should also start growing my beans too. Oh, there's a lot that I need to do. Apple, Qualot, Maybe I'll just do a regular egapple for Archeludon. It's gonna take a while to spawn though. What am I doing? Yeah, that's definitely a strategy as well. Surely you guys have restocked? Yes, sir. One more. I feel like they're restocking right now, though. Let me see. Gotta say restocked. And restocked as well. And we didn't. Alright. Let's get this guy going. We got the 64 and 40. Are you talking about... Are you talking about, like, something about interest or demand? I mean, to be honest, I don't really... It doesn't really matter to me whether they need more string or not, just because I have infinite string. You know what I mean? So... It's not something I would look too into. I think I need a blaze powder. What are you jumping for? Alright, bang. Actually, let's make our gold first. Bang. And this gets with more gold, and fortunately I do have a lot of gold. And what Pokemon drops Emerald? There's Thievul and there's Sableye. What? Life crisis. It could probably, because we're on an older version of Minecraft. That could be a later thing. Maybe that's my hypothesis there. Let's just keep it in here. Wood sword. Normal gem 2, right? Yep. Copper disc? I don't have that much copper actually. I forgot what the copper disc recipe was. Oh, just one. Nice. Do I have a... I do. Oh, yeah. Normal gem is a department store. Stone Master. Actually, I should have checked if I had a normal gem. I'm gonna facepalm if I had one. I did not have one. Okay, I'm sure. Well, swipe TM. There you go. Alright, now we can go catch that guy proper. And he was over there in the boat. So you can see, even though I went away from him. Ooh, I kind of want to catch a clef key. Maybe I'll look for a lower level one. Even though I went away from him and despawned the chunks and everything, he's still here. Oh, nice honey. Take the bottles too. Ooh, big honey influx. Campfire, I'll take it. Hey Ploop, I see everyone recommends going to the departments to buy items, but those items are a little expensive for a new player. Do you have any recommendations for new players to make money don't require that much time? I have a video that goes into how to make money in Cobbleverse. That is definitely like a easy way to do it. Very low maintenance farm where you go here, you just make your string duplicator, bang, infinite string. I have a video, it's part of my video, and then you get that string, you sell it to these guys, you get emeralds. Then you can if you run a server on your own, or like it's a world and you have commands and you're comfortable using commands, you can use CM open bank and you can sell in here, or you can either bring a Poke Merchant, a Poke Merchant villager, like one of these guys, bring him over there, or you can just shift right click on the villager and sell in there. Bam. That is the lowest floor, easy, accessible, lowest barrier way to make money in this game. I'm going the opposite way. You can fight trainers if you're comfortable with that. Feel like your Pokemon enough. Colossal? Why is Colossal ultra rare? I didn't even know that. I guess he's like a big boy. Okay, let's lead with Eevee. I don't mind using a Dream Ball on it just because it kind of it's close to the color. Oh, that this guaranteed is so bait. Oh my, I didn't. Oh. Okay. Oh well. It is what it is. Another Ditto will spawn with time. I cannot believe I misclicked there. Okay, let's head back to our. Let's head back to our Archaludon area. So we got a campfire over here. Let me get my ingredients. Alright, so party grains at the bottom, VV chick in the middle. Then you got your honey bottles and your milk on top. That is the basics for a Poke Snack. Do note that Poke Cake is completely different. Instead of honey, you use sugar. And this does not spawn in Pokemon. This is purely just so that you can eat. Alright. Lots of honey balls now. So Qualot is definitely bare minimum for this catch. We're gonna add in a regular apple. I should just buy a bunch of these. Oops. What am I doing? We're gonna add a regular apple to increase the bite chance. Now, you'll see that both the golden apple here and the apple have a reduced bite time of 100%. That is completely misleading, and that's not how it works. If you look on the wiki, it shows you how much they actually reduce it by. Apple and citrus berry are the best ones. We're adding a apple there. And normally I would have an enchanted golden apple here for Archaludon. Obviously we don't have any, so we're just gonna do a normal golden apple. But the best chances for getting Archaludon, you would replace this with Eek Apple. So now we're gonna go over to our Alright. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, so we're gonna go to the southeast corner, put our snack down, and you'll see when we use the Pokénav, these will never spawn. They cannot spawn from the snacks. And Archaludon will be the best one. So now here, we could AFK. Yeah, the Sinistes being able to spawn everywhere is kind of excessive. So this guy's a ultra rare. Okay. And what that means is that with our base snack chances of +1, you will have a 10% chance to spawn. It says 100% here. This is 3% there. Oh, it's ultra rare. Sorry, my fault. Rare, the rare chances is 10%. The ultra rare is 3% for +1. Okay. So if you use a Eek Apple, this would go down. This would go all the way up to 20%, which is why ultra rare or Eek Apples are so necessary for ultra rares. Just because if you don't get this, the chance of the ultra rare bucket up, it doesn't matter what seasons you do for like its typing or for its like EV, right? If you don't get the bucket itself up, it's gonna take so long, right? So if you didn't want to wait for that long, right? You could do and you had commands, for example, right? You could do game rule, random tick speed. Default is 3, right? And you can see in my clock over there. Actually, no. Yeah. Random tick speed is different from tick rate, right? So tick rate 20 is kind of like this default speed of how everything runs, but game rule random tick speed, right, is it determines the speed on how things that need to be randomized, how often they roll, I suppose, right? So this would mean like your crops are not, they're randomized on intervals whether they'll go to the next stage or not, right? So that means increasing your tick rate does make your snacks go faster, but not in the way that you might think. If you wanted to increase this Archludon's one, you maybe go like 300 times it by 100 here, and there you go, Archludon, right? Boom. And see, they just instantly spawn basically. But if you did like /tick rate 200, I don't think it should go as fast. But you can see the sun's moving really fast here, right? So we're just going back to 20. And so yeah, that's the command you could use if you were in like an independent server or world. If you were on a server where people are fine you using commands, then you can also do that. That's also how I do my testing, right? So when you get an Archludon, yeah, the bridge Pokemon. Archludon is a very good Pokemon to farm for because its drops are 1 to 32 iron ingots. So what we're gonna end up doing. Alright, I will add in the Archludon in here. And now he will be one of our sources of iron. He'll just randomly drop in here. And we want, oh, look, here he instantly dropped iron ingots. That's crazy. So cool. He'll randomly roll a drop between 1 to 32. And I don't have to mine iron anymore. If I want to get more iron, I can add more Archludons. I think like 2 or 3 is all you need if you have, especially if you have this chunk force loaded. So yeah, I think I'm gonna show you guys how to do Blood Moon, or my current setup for Blood Moon, and then after that, I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna end stream after showing Blood Moon. I've got some stuff to do later today, so sorry for the shorter stream. Last time, like the first stream was 5 hours and the next stream was like 6 hours. I kind of don't want to be streaming that long, like all the time. So we'll just do I'll just show what I've got on Blood Moon Ursaluna. We're in a cherry grove. We should go to a forest. Yeah, this is what I've got here. So let's get our snacks. Let me check the Pokénav one more time. Blood Moon Ursaluna is in the rare. So we go Eek Apple, and then special attack is Hondu. Then we'll go Shuka. Yeah, and there's normal types in here, but no ground types, which is why we use Shuka. This. Put it down. And yeah, you can see its percentage inside the rare is 5%. And then once you get to the show actual spawn chances, it's only like 2%. So it's crazy rare to get Blood Moon Ursaluna. And then I think my testings was like my testings is like my first Blood Moon Ursaluna was like after 9 snacks. Like it's terrible. It's terrible trying to hunt for this thing. But anyways, yeah, I will see if I can make the percentage any higher. I kind of doubt it. Maybe I'll instead try to convince some changes to make Blood Moon Ursaluna easier to get. But I think that's where I'm going to end the stream. I had work last night, pretty tired. I got some stuff later on today too. So I think this is probably the way that you gotta do it. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.